Hi all. Right, back to D-Day at Omaha Beach and to see if we can recover from the horror show of last night. Um, yeah, a few clumsy things going on and then a most horrible fire phase from the Germans. I get the feeling if we got another fire phase like that in this tournament, it could be game over. That was horrible. I think we counted 7 full strength infantry units got a hit and the Ranger also as well. And I think there was a couple other hits as well. One unit got eliminated anyways. That wasn't a full strength unit, and there might have been something else. It was ghastly, wasn't it? However, it just shows you how brutal this game can be at times. Okay, and also that was me looking at the colours, and over in the east we didn't get green, didn't we? And that was the one colour I didn't want, and yet I still took 4 full strength hits. Right, anyway, there's no point going over it again, Grant. So we didn't get that finished, and I actually ended up uploading the video, as you'll have noticed, rather than add this on, because I had it all ready together, and I'd watched a bit of it this morning and thought, I'll just put it out there. So this will just be a smaller bit to finish off the... Well, I say smaller, we've got a lot of things that we want to do in the US action phase, so... And no doubt with some rambling on that I do, it'll take up some time. Did want to mention something else again about it, maybe it wasn't clear about what Martin's idea had been regarding this tank here. Was it this guy? Hang on. I've made a blunder, haven't I? I've moved him across there. He wasn't there. He was in there, wasn't he? I think maybe when I was messing about talking about it. Yeah, because it was the one in there that got eliminated. I'm pretty sure he was in there, wasn't he? I'm just going to double check, have a look back at that quickly. Yeah, it was indeed. Just as well, I wanted to have a look at that then, because I'd moved him across there. I think it was when I was talking about when he'd moved, I think it was from here, and we had the other tank in there, and this is what Martin was saying. I moved him into here, but I'd been better doubling him up with the other tank. And I was saying, well, you can't use the 2 strengths to barrage. I'm pretty sure that is right. Well, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, so right enough, 8.41. A barrage may be conducted by only 1 unit. You may not combine the strengths of units into 1 barrage. I'm pretty sure Martin knows that rule. Well, I'm pretty sure he knows all the rules. But and then I was saying, well, we can't barrage different spots. I don't think he wasn't meaning that either. If the 2 tanks were there, we can't say, right, one will barrage orange, one will barrage red. But what you could have done was give the 2 tanks an action to barrage, and barrage both, barrage once on red and then once again. So it gives you 2 chances to get it, because remember, they're only 2 strength, so they're looking for they've got to get the colour and the symbol there, haven't they? So it gives them 2 shots. And like he also said, it also means that 2 tanks that can do an action together, they can support fire another unit. So, right, just to clear that a little bit up. So, yeah, I think we've went over everything that we need to, so let's just carry on with things. So it is our action phase. So let's see if we can make anything of what the Germans have just done to us. Okay, might as well first deal with this guy, get him out of the way. The guy that shouldn't be here. So he gets a free action this time to remove his cliff marker. And that's him done. These 2 units are going to get a free action to remove their disruption. And that's that bit done, so easy enough. Right, we have no other free actions across here. We've got 1 infantry unit that can make a preservation move. It's further along here, so we might as well now. Well, if we put them in here, it's going to be a concentrated target. So I guess we don't want to do that. Now, this is the last chance to get any of these units out of low tide. There's one more there as well. So, if we want to, maybe we've got 3 full strength tanks there. That's horrible. We've only got 2 actions. We'd love to have a go at this green position. That uses an action. Well, at most we can only save 2 of the tanks, because none of them are getting a free move. So we're clearly going to lose this. We're going to lose this, and we're going to lose at least one of the 3 full strength tanks. Okay. So I don't think we're doing any barraging then, are we? No. Right, so this guy he's the last one to make a preservation move. He was in intense. He took a hit. Oh yeah, he took a hit from the what was it, the red position. He took a hit from the steady fire. We didn't get green or blue, and he took a hit from the steady fire. It's like, it was just horrible, wasn't it? Right, so might as well move him up to there. So yeah, the artillery's gone, the 2 strength tanks gone, one of the 4 strength tanks are gone. I feel like I should move this one, because that's a pretty safe spot. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to move this one into here. I feel like I've got to try and move one of the other ones. It just seems wrong to let them all drown. But I mean, I would like to make an attack here, clearly. We'd get a look at this depth marker. Maybe even, well, take the depth marker out, disrupt a unit, but then again, he's still got 2 units at the back of him that are going to fire. So it's not as if I'm going to completely, I'm going to move one of the tanks. So which one? Well, blue's still disrupted, which makes kind of sense to maybe make it this one that moves either into here or here, this being the slightly safer spot because there's no green. The problem is that next turn I've really got to then move that tank again, so I've got to use another action to move a tank, because it's not until the following turn that we'll get that HQ in. So yeah, this is a slow process. Yeah, could really have done with a hero across this side. That was a pity getting them both on the one side. Oh, hold on. This isn't, the low tide's not going to start. It's not until the end of turn 7, isn't it? We're on turn 6, aren't we? I'm missing a turn here, am I not? Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's backtrack. Hang on. Yeah, it says units that are underwater at the end of a turn are removed from play, and the tide changes on the next turn, on turn 7. So thus, any units in low tide beach hexes at the end of turn 7, when mid tide begins, are eliminated. Okay. Okay, so we do have one more turn here, right? That's not quite so bad then. Although I might still move that tank. If I move that tank with this turn, have a go at this unit, then move both tanks next turn. Is that a good idea? Like I say, I can't really take out green anyway. All I'm doing is going to take out one of the parts of the position. The other one's going to be free. I mean, I guess that means they only can shoot twice rather than 4 times if I disrupt them. So yeah, I think we'll do that. And then who knows? I mean, these 2 full strength tanks possibly might take a hit before we get to that point where then we think, right, well, maybe just let it go as well. Okay, so we're going to have another attack then in here. So we've got 6. We're going across the shingle. So units doubled, the depth is not. So, and this guy brings along the Bangalore torpedoes. Full strength infantry and rangers. Yeah, they have BZ, BG, BR, DE, MO, RD. So no lines they lack in. Well, there's artillery, machine guns, naval fire obviously, and then the flank situation. But I'm not sure. There might be one that's got a flank, but I think they're all. I don't think so. I think that's more once we get into the reinforcements. So will we have a go at this? Well, we're going to have 6 strength against his 2. So let's just double check. We'd have the weapons, and our attack strength would be at least doubled. Yeah, because we'd be 6 against 2. So then we'd be revealing the depth marker and comparing again. So worst case scenario. Yeah, let's just say he turns a 2 for his depth, which is probably about as big as they might get, I think. Guessing a little bit, but so that would be 6 against 4. As long as we've got the weapons, we would still get to disrupt them. No. Yeah, or if we don't have the weapons and we get our strength, if we get double strength, we'll get to disrupt them as well. With optional attrition with that one. Okay, how are we going to do this, Grant? How are we going to do this? Right, just glance about, make sure I'm not missing any other kind of things I think that maybe I should be doing instead. He's okay. He's in green. Yeah, the only other thing I would consider is maybe moving one of the tanks, but nah. Let's go for the attack. That sounds more fun. We need to get some revenge anyway after what they've done. Okay, so 6 strength, all weapons attacking here. So like I say, we have the strength, we've got double strength, we've got the weapons, we've got double strength, so we reveal the depth marker now. Right, we've got this on camera here. Right, let's see what we got. Right, it's a 1. Okay, it's a 1, but it's got artillery. So what we've got, he gets doubled, the unit gets doubled, the depth does not. So he's got a strength of 3, but we don't have AR. We do have this tank beside it, and if he was involved in the attack, that would work. But however, so 1, 2, 3. So we've still got double, haven't we? Yeah, we're 6 against 3. So now we don't have the weapons, but attack strength is at least doubled. And it's a unit and a revealed depth marker. So the Germans are disrupted, and we have optional attrition, which means hopefully I've got this right. I can take a step loss on my unit to eliminate the. Is it just eliminate the depth marker? I think so. It tells you down here, doesn't it? Optional attrition. You may opt to remove a step from an adjacent attacking unit to eliminate the depth marker. There you go. So, yeah, but I don't think we want to do that. No, I don't want to do that, but the annoying thing is that now we don't have the weapons from just attacking with that guy, or we're just attacking with that guy. We need both of them to be attacking, which means 2 separate actions. it's either that or we move the tank into that. But I mean, that takes turns to do that, more turns to do that. So, right, anyway, okay. Well, not a great result again, but at least we've got that one disrupted. Right, that's all we can do in the east, isn't it? Yeah, so over at the west then, we've got a lot more we can do over there. So first of all, the guy that climbed up the cliff, that's him now able to remove his climb marker for a free move. Sadly, he took a hit as well, which means attacking in here is probably not the best idea. If he had had his, what is it, four? Oh, it is only three he has initially, isn't it? Three's still better than two, isn't it? Thing is, I mean, some of the units or some of the depths are zeros, aren't they? I feel. It might be worth a bash just to have a look, at the unit, see what we get. I mean, if we did get a one, we'd still be doubling it because he's not getting any enhancements in there. So it would be interesting to maybe just have a pop at him. But we'll see. We're gonna have to wait and do that next turn. I mean, as a free move because he's a ranger. So yes, okay. Right now, big decisions to make. What we're going to do here. There's lots of choices now. Like I say, we've got the general here and the HQ here supporting these units. I mean, admittedly, this ranger's getting a free move anyway. Now, we can't move the HQ to then give units. They only get a free move before we move the HQ. Same with the general. So it's only the units round about them. So you're probably better, if you are going to move the HQ or general, to move them last, just so that you... Well, yeah, you are, because I think you have to... I think if they moved away, is that... Hang on. Yeah, I suppose technically, you can move them away, because it says a general commands all US units in his hex and all adjacent hexes at the start of the US action phase, regardless of the unit's designation. And it says a unit in command of a general may perform an action for free. So all of these are in command as we start the action phase. So now if I was to move the general, let's say I was to move the general in there, these two would still have a free action. But I think it's probably easier to look at it and try and move the general once you've moved your free actions, so you don't get all muddled up. Okay, I think what we'll do first is might as well attempt to barrage Brown. Now we've still got another turn that we can move these guys out these hexes next turn, and you never know. Orange and brown might stay disrupted. Well, I'm assuming we get brown here. We've got two positions to try and do it on. Right, so let's attempt to barrage brown with this guy on the double position. So we need the colour, we need brown. Oh dear. Oh, it's an awful start. Well, okay, same again then. Try again, the double position. Looking for brown again. Okay, get it this time. So we disrupt the double position, but not the whole lot. So if any brown comes up, we need it to be a double one then to get away with that one. So it seems obvious to preservation move that guy. Oh, I've just realised what I could have had attack at that, Grant. Oh dear. Oh no, what am I doing? What a clown. Because I've got two, I mean the actions aren't so limited across here because of the general and the HQ. Oh dear. Can I rewind that? Not really, I drew the card. That's so silly, Grant. He's not even in a position that's getting any enhancements. What are you doing? Um, I think I really need to maybe rewind this. No, I don't. I hate doing that. I've already done it. See, at the end of this, I bet I'm thinking. I bet I've got two actions left, and I'm like, right. I don't even know. I don't even need these two actions. Bet you. What a fool. No, I'm gonna have to. I have to stick the way I play it. I have opened up new information. I drew a card, so I would have to put the card back, but then I would know what the card was on the card, etc. So, well, just to let you know though, what I should have done was make an attack with these two units on there. Probably disrupted this unit with these tanks. I didn't. Okay, I didn't. That's going on in the tense brown as well. Okay, preservation moved this guy into here. Yeah, orange is disrupted, so that's good. Right, so yeah, there's no point putting him in the brown. Well, mind you, if it's brown or red. Well, actually, brown is a better place to put this guy, isn't it? Depends what. Well, we are. I think we are wanting to move our general along. Mind you, two hero tanks. But then the other infantry up here could do with the general. So yeah. So let's free move this guy into here. So he is in a steady brown, but we've only got this. Well, cringing at that. This guy clearly needs to move out of that, so he's going to free move, well, or a preservation move, it doesn't matter, into there. Okay, I'm going to free move that artillery into there. And then free move this infantry into here. Or should I keep that with a HQ? Hang on, let me rethink that one. The problem is I've got no tanks at all along here. I can't do any barraging, so I've really just got to take my chances. I mean, red and green, that's red and green intense there. Now, this is probably going to be an action, moving these two guys, yeah, up into here, I guess. They're going to have to go along that way, though, because all this is all bluff right up until this bit. This guy's probably going to take the other action. Okay, well, at least I am going to have two uses for the action. One of them should have been across there, though. Okay, yeah, I think I possibly do want this infantry to stay about here. It's red and green intense. That's only one step, though. I think I'd have to chuck it in there and take a chance with just as cannon fodder, basically. But if red dishes out 2 hits anyway, so if I move that into there and then that into there, I would still hit it. Okay. I'm just going to take chances, I think. Right, I'm going to move the Ranger into here. And yeah, I mean, if I bring this infantry that way, he's still got to go through that. So we've got to just take our chances here. So I'm going to move him into there. That's 2 units in the intense red. We've got 1 unit in intense green. And I suppose we move the HQ into there. I mean, that's 3 colours. That's not what I like. But, you know, it's got to have a star anyway from the hat. But the luck I had with the last fire phase makes me kind of wonder. Thing is, I don't need it in that hex, really, because if I am going to use this as an action to go in here, was that wise? I should probably go along there, shouldn't I? And then maybe in there, yeah. So I don't really, that's not really needing to be in there, because both this gets a free move anyway. So I might be as well, and it's only Rangers coming on, I might be as well just chucking it in this hex. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll put the HQ in there. So it's only going to give free moves to these 2 and that, unfortunately. Yeah, there seems to be a lot more stuff along the other side there. Okay. Right, so my actions are going to be... I guess move these guys along. I mean, yeah, I'm probably better moving along there. I mean, I could move there and then into there, but that's intense purple, so we need to get past that. It means I'm attacking him across nothing. He gets no bonuses, but attacking from here, which is safer, is across the shingle, and that's not too bad. So yeah, so I'm going to go in here, and then it's sporadic green, red, some steady purple, so there's still risks, but there's always risks. So, and then the other action I think is going to be to move this guy, isn't it? And we'll see if we can get him up round the back, I suppose. Or up that way. Yep. Right, and the general... Yeah, well, it makes sense, the general, to move in here, doesn't it? Because they can at least give this tank a wee shot of something. Oh, the tank that should be there as well. Yeah, that will. Right, okay, so I think that's everything across there. Now, just the last possibility is... Yeah, there wouldn't be another action to do with that, would there? That was so silly, wasn't it? Just need to think a bit more, Grant. Just don't... Here was me thinking, oh, these guys can only barrage brown anyway because orange is disrupted, and I just got carried away with that, forgetting that you can't barrage an attack, same spot, so it's like, oh, that was so stupid. Right, do we preservation move this guy? I think we probably just do, don't we? And he's not gonna... Yeah, well, he's only 2 steps, so... Yeah, I think I will. So that gives something else for Brown to hit. Yeah, it's an intense, so it's going to hit that, which is probably slightly better because we don't want this getting hit, because we want to attack with that. Put a big symbol on it. I think put something on it to remind myself. Right, okay. I think that's it. The only thing that's not done in is this tank, but well, no actions left, and well, nothing to do with them anyway. Yeah, that's not bad. Next turn we could use that, an action on that. We could support it with... Oh, we could support it with that infantry as well. if it's okay, and the tank from the general. That's pretty good then. Right, okay. More blunders. Right, so that's the end of turn, so I'll clear everything up, and we're going to shuffle the deck this time, aren't we? Okay, I'll do that, and I'll come back. Okay, there's everyone tidied up, deck's all reshuffled. Phase markers back, turn markers on turn 7. Ready to start turn 7, which is the mid-tide, so things will land in the mid-tide. We can also start with voluntarily delaying things. That's sometimes something to think about. You guys that know how it all works probably have some better idea about what the best idea with that is, so I'll just bumble my way through it. Okay, so well, I might as well just upload this, so it'll be a shorter episode. Have a glance over it again. Kicking myself again about another boob, but hopefully not any rules mistakes anyway. Nothing's been brought up yet, so that is my main purpose, to make it error free. And I suppose if I had backtracked there, I would not have been able to sort of feel good about the rest of the game, so I just had to take it on the chin. Okay, I'll be back shortly with turn 7, guys. Okay, cheers.